It's... All right, sorry. It's been difficult because I don't really like asking people for help.
In Montgomery County, Texas, if you get accused of molesting a child, you're gonna end up going to prison for a very long time. Let's face it, you'd be screwed. Up to life in prison when you're convicted, and who doesn't want to see child molesters put under the jail? But what if you didn't do it?
It's absolutely bullshit.
What if you're innocent?
He's in this rat hole for no reason.
You come to us. Adolfino Media Criminal Injustice Investigation, Freeing Flynn. 31-year-old Justin Jay Flynn certainly didn't fit the typical profile of an alleged child molester, an Eagle Scout, a criminal justice graduate, a job guarding ICE detainees, a clean criminal record, plans to enter the military.
My son lives in a black and white world, and he follows the rules.
Then Justin Flynn's world just blew up, captured on the family's Ring camera video 3 years ago.
Hello. Yeah, Detective Lee, Sheriff's Office, we have a search warrant for the home.
Flynn's parents' home was raided by the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office in April of 23. Flynn was charged with the most heinous child sex assault allegations there are. Alleged continuous sexual assault of a 5-year-old girl.
I was disgusted. I just couldn't believe,
The camera shows Justin's shocked father, a veteran. He suffers from PTSD. Shortly after this video was taken, he had to be hospitalized. His son's mugshot was soon plastered on the internet. Justin Flynn had suddenly become some kind of poster child, a supposed sex criminal. Justin lost more than his job. He lost his good name.
It broke him down to belittle him to a way that he wasn't even a person.
This was the little girl Justin had supposedly molested repeatedly, his very own daughter.
Very heartbreaking because you know that he didn't do it.
It's been 2.5 years since Justin Flynn has been allowed to even see his little girl. His parents haven't been allowed to either.
That's pretty much explains it. Crazy. The last time I had seen her, she was like, "Oh, Grandma, I'm so excited, I get to come back and I love you," and gives me a big hug and kiss on the cheek, and that was that.
But no physical evidence was ever found linking Justin Flynn to any sexual assault of his daughter. We've seen the records. Flynn's DNA was tested multiple times. So was his hair. It was all negative. But that didn't stop the Montgomery County Sheriff's detective who made the big bust.
My name is Michael Lee. I'm a major crimes detective.
Detective Michael Lee is so much of a self-proclaimed expert on child sex assault that he founded a nonprofit that trains other sex crime investigators all around the country.
My job is to be an objective fact finder, to recognize patterns.
Maybe the cops should get their training somewhere else.
Detective Michael Lee is formally recognized and commended for his active professionalism.
Why hadn't this decorated cop paid attention to this? A report from CPS. He can read like you can. Abuse cannot be determined because of evidence the child appeared to be, quote, coerced prior to the interview.
The mother barges into the interview to bring a stuffed animal almost as big as her daughter, very apparent, trying to influence the daughter, and they stopped it.
But the timing of her allegations were suspect. It was time for Justin's big summer visit.
It all started when he went to exercise his rights of the 30 days that he could have during the summertime. She just went crazy within text messages back and forth.
I mean, I've known him since he was knee-high to a grasshopper, watched him grow up.
Attorney Chris Warren was Justin's neighbor in the Woodlands. Luckily, he was also a family lawyer, part of the Cowboy Law Group. Warren gave Justin good advice. Hold off on visits for now. Even agreed to supervised visits. But in December of that year, new allegations, and Detective Lee seemed unprepared as he was questioned under oath by the Cowboy lawyer.
Did you bring notes with you here today? Do you have any understanding of what the true allegations are, I'm not really sure. Well, did you review the CPS records that showed that there were coercions from the first allegation? I don't really recall or remember. I don't know if it's important or not. Sometimes CPS doesn't know what they're talking about.
Montgomery County Judge Jack Riley didn't buy the mom's story, resumed visitation, but months later, more allegations. Then that raid in the Woodlands. But did Flynn's wife have another potential motive for making these allegations in the first place? Miriam Janjua is a citizen of Pakistan in the U.S. on an expiring student visa. This is her wedding photo with Justin. Boy, her parents look happy, don't they? They let her move to Canada after immigration problems. Miriam had applied for asylum to stay here, but there was a way to ensure she got to stay, claiming her or her daughter were victims of abuse.
This woman was desperate to stay in this country, desperate to say whatever she had to say to make that happen.
Call your DAIA advocate to help think of alternative plans.
With the help of DAIA, a Houston organization that helps South Asian women, she tried to take advantage of a federal law that provides special visas. And an immigration expert hired by Justin's parents saw all the signs of immigration fraud.
When women start crying wolf, what's going to happen when someone actually does? Someone actually does need help. You have women out there like her. It honestly just ruins the system for people that it actually happens to.
You know, they're looking for a scapegoat.
And Justin's lawyers thought if anyone had abused this little girl, it was this guy, the guy mom dated after she left Justin.
Are you responsible for the sexual misconduct with that little girl?
Sir, I'm going to stop you there. This is my client, Brian Arnold. My name is Andrew Jordan. I'm his attorney.
In 2021, Brian Arnold had been charged with stabbing the little girl with a pencil. That case was dismissed, but Arnold was ordered to stay away. He didn't. It was never reported, and that may be another criminal injustice. Detective Lee, the DA's office, they also knew something else. When Miriam's phone was examined, investigators found a diary of sorts titled What Brian Did, disturbing notes about the way this guy supposedly treated this little girl. Told my daughter she is dumb and a retard. Called her a pathetic bitch. There are allegations of physical abuse. He has tried to find ways to physically and emotionally abuse my daughter and myself. God knows what else you do to her when I wasn't watching. But that didn't end the prosecution, or shall we say the persecution, of Justin Flynn. After 3 years of frustration, Justin Flynn came to us for help. And my team discovered that Brian Arnold had just been criminally charged in Harris County for alleged felony domestic assault of, guess who? Miriam, in front of Justin's daughter, no less. He was still living with her, despite the potential danger to her daughter. Justin's parents think if anyone did it, you did it. Is Justin innocent? Arnold's lawyer hadn't met me before, but I guess he's one of my newest fans.
Sir, you're not to talk to my client. I told you not to talk to my client. It's respectful.
A few weeks after the DA learned about our investigation, the charges of continuous sexual assault of a child were dropped. But the nightmare, it wasn't over. Justin Flynn was indicted again, now charged with just one count of sex abuse. It supposedly happened during supervised visits, the DA said. While his mom and sister were in the room, Flynn had somehow snuck in and molested his daughter. We showed up at Flynn's arraignment. His lawyers say it made a big difference.
And all of a sudden, our words had a lot more credibility because Wayne Dolcefino was outside. I mean, without making your ego too big, a lot.
Flynn had been told to come back to court next year, but just 7 days after that court appearance, video captures a thumbs up from Chris Warren as he goes to deliver some new news to Justin Flynn.
It's overdue.
The entire case had been dismissed.
Thank you.
Aww. Finally, he can have his life back. I screamed from high heavens of joy. I literally went, woohoo!
The ankle monitor that has marked Justin Flynn for more than 2 years is now coming off. But where does Justin Flynn go now to get his name back?
They took away a man's life.
I'm extremely upset.
You blame Detective Lee a lot.
I do. If he actually would have put in the work to do his job, it wouldn't have taken 3 years to know that my brother's not guilty.
You have this mound of evidence showing I'm not guilty, and yet you're still coming at me.
You want a public apology from anyone?
Honestly, I would appreciate an apology from the sheriff's office and from the DA's office.
A DA's office that pursued these criminal charges despite so many red flags. The DA, Brett Ligon, he ignored our phone call, but he always does. But this injustice may haunt Ligon as he plans a likely run for state senate.
Once you enter into Montgomery County, it is a whole nother world.
Being tough on crime can also be good politics, unless you refuse to say why you prosecuted an innocent man. Justin wants the criminal charges expunged immediately from his record. That's the least the DA can do.
Ideally, I'd still like to be able to go into the military and obviously serve my country.
And Justin may seek financial restitution. His family spent a fortune. Luckily, they had the spiritual help of a veterans group, Hope and Healing for Warriors.
And so now it's time for Justin to get his daughter back.
But Justin knows it will not be easy to heal the most important damage, what this has done to an innocent little girl.
But also I want my daughter to be able to live a semi-normal life. While this has damaged my reputation, this has damaged my life, it's had to have damaged my daughter psychologically and probably socially as well.